Hey guys, for this hairstyle, I always use some sort of leave-in conditioner. It's a 10 is my favorite. And then I use my wet brush and I start from the bottom and work my way up and comb all of my hair out. This is right after I got out of the shower and my hair has air dried just a little bit. And so after I get it all combed, I'm going to let it dry to about 90%. And then I'm going to part it down the middle. If you normally part down the middle, then I recommend parting it on the side. So that way when you're all done, you can move the hair over and have volume on top, which I will be showing you later on. Tie off one side so it stays out of my way. Now I'm just going to do a basic French braid all the way down. I'm going to make sure that I'm keeping the French braid in the center of the part. You don't want it to be too close to your hairline or too far back. The curls will end up looking the best if you keep it right down the center. You can also do a Dutch braid. It doesn't matter, whatever's easier for you to do on yourself. So either one works great and you'll just continue braiding it all the way down. When you reach the back, make sure you're keeping your hands really close to your head, so that way the braid stays really tight against your head. And then I'm just going to braid it a couple stitches down and tie it off for later and do the exact same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to make sure I'm keeping my hands close to my head. And then once I've incorporated all of the hair, when I've reached the bottom of my neck, I'm going to combine that braid into the other one and slip out that elastic. And then split them into 3 equal sections and continue braiding it all the way down. So now I have one big braid. I like doing this a lot better than doing 2 separate braids all the way down because at the bottom they get really tiny. And the curl just looks really inconsistent because you have a loose wave on top and then super tight on the bottom. So when you combine them like this, it makes it just continue to look like the same big wave all the way to the very bottom. So I love doing it this way. Make sure to tie the elastic as far down on the bottom as you can. I realized the top was a little bit too dry, so I'm just spraying it with a squirt bottle so it's about 90% again. This is the next morning and it's gonna look a little crazy, but it won't matter. Slip out the elastic at the bottom. And now I'm just taking it out. Make sure not to run your fingers through it. I'm just separating the braid, but I'm not running my fingers through it. Now I'm going to shake out just my roots, especially in the back so my hair doesn't part right down the middle throughout the day. And then I like to part my hair really far over. I part it in the middle so the next day when I part it over I have that volume and it's not flat to my head. I'll just leave it like this, but if I'm wanting some extra volume or I'm nervous about the part line showing in back, then I'll go through and just really lightly hairspray and then back comb. But you don't want to do too much and make sure not to brush out your hair because you don't want it to be frizzy. This will just help give me more volume on top. This is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you on the next one. Bye!